crease. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. Of course, you got the favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's up, man? What you got on, man? Let them people see that fresh
They don't
merch.
They don't
That
know
merch you
about
got
merch.
on. What is that? That
Mark and
bird's eye?
Will Bird's Eye View shirt.
Come over this way.
Oh, yeah, come over this way.
Yeah.
Bird's Eye View shirt.
Yeah.
What you? Oh man, tell them what you got today.
Man, that champ the champ, baby.
That champ the champ.
Look. You know how you blinging in the. Look, watch the back, baby.
Watch the back.
The back, baby. You bling no matter what you do. All right, man. For real. Heavy hitting show today.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna go ahead and talk about, what happened yesterday and all this kind of stuff like that. The sport, y'all know how we do. Yesterday we did champ to champ, so we're gonna get caught up on some stuff like that. But also, 8:30, we got some coaches coming on the show, baby.
Yes, we do.
Ready for that motivation, baby. Let's get it. We're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So Coach Montgomery, Coach Durant.
Yep.
And Coach Collins, yes, sir. So we gonna do our thing like we always do. Make sure y'all stay tuned to that too, okay? So what we getting into first, my brother?
Hit that NCAA, brother.
Oh,
Hit that NCAA up. It's ready to go. It's a $900 million bag waiting on them.
man. They lost about $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
$1 billion last year.
Yep.
Because there was no tournament.
Wasn't no tournament.
See what I'm saying? So that's why you have replacement teams. Because they're like, I'm surprised they have 10 replacement teams just in case.
Just in case, right.
Basically everybody went to the incubator and stayed there and still come out and play. I've never seen where teams like Virginia and what was the other team? Kansas. All of a sudden, while they got dismissed from their conference play, say, "Oh no, we're in good. We'll be okay." Like, man,
we're rolling.
What happened to the 10 or 14 days? NCAA could not afford to not have the tournament.
Not 2 years in a row.
So man, they eating, man.
Not 2 in a row.
It's crazy. And happy St. Patrick's Day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if I fade into this, that's because I got my green on, baby.
And plus, this also means what should happen yesterday. The law was officially out.
Get the heck.
No, they ain't replacing no damn battery. They heard. They heard with us. We should have had them on the damn couch.
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. Line them all up. Like say the exit interview. Let's get it.
Carly Jones, go ahead and come to the show.
Come on, baby. All of y'all, one at a time. This caught bird's eye view because that's the thing about it. Our shows, the bird's eye view, Big Blue Kingdom.
Yep.
It covers all the sports. So we still gonna be doing. We're gonna be covering the University of Louisville women.
Yep.
The University of Kentucky women as they march. So we got two teams. And congratulations to Dana Evans and Ryan Howard.
Yes, sir.
First team All-American. Hey, guys, like we said before, like we be saying on our pages and stuff like that, we still got teams to watch. University of Kentucky, University of Louisville, and IU. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So you got to get that. But I saw the funniest thing real quick. You know how we
go ahead, bro.
Okay. This university, and I'm not going to say their names or nothing. I'm not going to embarrass them like that.
Okay.
But, you have first team, second team, third team, All-Americans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I remember in football, you have district, you have first team, second team, you got all-state and all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
A lot of us made district, all-county, all-state, honorable mention.
Right.
So that's what you are as an honorable. You're not an All-American or All-Stater when you're an honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's good to be noticed because you got votes.
Yeah.
Because I saw that this school tried to say, this is our 29th All-American. No, you're honorable mention All-American.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
No.
I never seen no shit like that.
No.
If that's the case, for y'all to say 29, that means these schools got like 100. You know, it's like, I've never seen nothing like that in my life, brother. Oh, it's going to be a good show today. I feel it. I feel it for real. I was like, so y'all claiming honorable mention? Well, I'm not going to say that school, West Virginia.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not going to say that school. Are you serious?
Oh, Lord.
Well, we back in the saddle again today. Yes, don't play with us. Don't play with us. Don't let them fool you. Yes, sir.
Hit these NBA scores, bro. It's going to get good.
I know, man. You know what? And you know how. Come on, man. West Virginia. Stop it.
Oh, first one of the night.
Oh, man. First one in a long time, really.
Yeah, you're right.
What we going to next?
NBA scores.
NBA scores.
All right. We're going to start off with this first team, Utah Jazz and Boston Celtics.
Good game.
Damn good game, but I have officially jumped off the Boston bandwagon. I'm done.
I'm
done.
I thought you been off that.
No, dude. I jumped back on.
You got so many teams that you
I jumped back on, dude.
We know what your true team is, whatever LeBron's team is. But,
Facts.
and don't worry, and that's
Facts.
Hey, that's a lot of people in America.
Facts.
Let's stop it. He could go. Stop it, everybody, because he could go to San Antonio and all of a sudden San Antonio fans. So, you know,
that's facts. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about millions of Americans like that. So, but so you done jumped on?
I'm done, dog. I'm done. I gave the benefit of the doubt early. No, I'm done.
That's also a good team, though, bro.
I get that,
but you gotta win them if you're trying to compete.
Dude, you got to.
You gotta win.
You gotta win.
You gotta win.
I mean, Mitchell had 21 and 5. It was.
Watch that.
They had 4 people. No, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had 5 people in 6 people in double digits. For Utah, hell, Boston damn near played the whole bench again.
Yeah.
See, Taylor, I see the problem is.
Maybe he's going to go to Indiana.
Oh, Lord. Why do you put that out there?
Because Indiana fans want that. They want that. You see what? I'm
sorry.
Okay.
No. We're going to jump off this for a minute real quick. Can Indiana afford him?
Oh, yes. You do know Mark Cuban graduated from there. And you know he was allowed to get. I mean, that's his school. Like,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He's on with Dallas, but he gets so much money to Indiana.
Yes.
So he would be like, okay, and plus he'd be out of the league. Ain't gonna worry about him.
Ain't gonna worry about him.
Dang, how much y'all need? He probably gave $10 million for Archie.
You ain't lying.
What? $10 million?
They called him. Hey, he gotta get out of here. How much? 10 here.
He said, "Man, I write this off like I'll do all the other millions."
Like
you know
I
what I'm
do
saying?
everything.
Yeah. But go ahead, man. Anyway, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was definitely a game.
All that kind of stuff. So it speaks for itself.
Right. Miami Heat, Cleveland.
Ooh.
Miami won 113-98 like they should have.
Yeah.
And Miami just got another addition, Trevor Ariza.
Yeah.
Who was just traded there today. We don't know what he's playing. That Leonard guy.
Leonard, yeah. When you say racist comments, they'll find a way to get your ass out.
And
look, for real. Salute Oklahoma City. Because if you peep game, people probably like, hey man, why y'all trading for him? They gonna terminate Harris. Said he terminated his contract. Yep. He was out the league.
He's gone.
He's out the league, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish the NFL would do that with Richie Incognito. He done signed again with the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders.
Yeah.
Chucky Gray find his way out, even though he got 10 years and shit.
Right.
But anyway, they won like they supposed to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So, like they were supposed to.
Yeah.
Philadelphia beat the New York Knicks last night, 99-96. that's wow.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what's wild. Did you see that block that Howard did on Randall? Actually, real quick, did you see that travel that he got upset with?
Yep.
Like he did not travel.
Yeah, he was pissed.
I was like, dude, you went in there and came down. It'd be different if you was in there and you was dribbling the ball or something.
He thought there was a chance to beat a good team.
Well, you got to do the fundamentals.
I mean, I get it. Trust me, I understand.
Like, shit, dog. How you mad at that? Like,
I
really?
get it.
Like,
but I'm disappointed at Philly to just win by 3.
Well, the Knicks ain't bad, man.
I mean, they're not, but Jesus, don't
Plus,
do
they
that.
without Embiid.
Yeah,
They without Embiid. So, you do have to,
that's
because, Tobias threw 30 on him, flamethrower.
He's starting to step up a lot. They pissed off he wasn't an all-star, but he's still putting up great numbers.
Yeah, he been because he was rolling with Embiid. It was the 1-2 punch.
Yep.
Them two was rolling.
Yep.
But you know what? It is what it is, and just get it next year, partner. I mean, I'm sorry. I understand we had that Mike Conley, and then they feel sorry for you if you stay in it forever. So
right.
It is what it is. What Randall get real quick, man? Yeah. what Big Blue get?
Randall, where you at?
He got 19 and 15 and 8 assists.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, he deserved his All-Star, but
Yes,
I just when he got blocked, man, that hurt my back and my neck. The White Howard was wrong for that, dog. That lets you know how strong the White is, because Randall's coming there with force. The White said, nah, dog. And then, dude, boom! And you can hear that shit. I was like, man, dog, oh, Lord. I can't even say stop it, man. Get him help.
Yes.
911. 911 immediately.
Chicago, OKC. Chicago won 123 to 102.
Well, you know what? He said, okay. OKC. What you did today, I don't give a shit. Y'all, I salute y'all. Y'all can lose every game. I still would salute you guys for that move. I mean, granted, you got a draft pick, but y'all went there and said, man, come on, dude. First of all, he's been hurt the whole damn, him, Leonard, and then the other dude.
Right.
That's another guy that always get hurt.
The whole team.
It might be Leonard. Leonard is, because you know what? I think it is Leonard, but they keep on getting him back.
It might just be temporary.
Somebody gonna get him at that.
Yep.
Probably next year.
Possibility.
Probably Philly, because they kept the old boy at NFL who said that word.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Whatever.
Yeah. Woo. Atlanta beat Houston 119 to 107. You just can't cover Houston no more.
Well, at least Christian Wood is coming back tonight.
Yeah, I seen that. Yep.
But
That's going downhill fast.
And how come they can't get rid of Tucker yet? I mean, like, dude. And you know what? You know what I hate, though? Because Salas is going to get blamed for all this chaos.
Yes, he is.
The minority coach is going to get blamed for all this shit.
He probably won't be there next year.
Probably won't.
He probably won't be there next year.
One and done.
Yep.
Because you know why? You done.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
You're done.
You're done. Sucks. He thought he had James, but that's messed up.
You know what? Now James is tormenting all the strip clubs in New York. Hey, but if you die, man, they said, hey, when James is in the place, shit, keep your money in your pocket. Everybody in the club getting Pepsi. Yes, sir. Hey, James don't play.
James.
Wait a minute. Hold on, bro.
What's up, brother? Who you looking at? Who will look for?
Real quick. Young. He had 13 and 14.
Still double.
Don't even have to score, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This not a great shooting night for him, but still 14 down. And I love some Collins. 20 and 10. Like Phil Collins.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Portland beat New Orleans Pelicans 125 to 124.
Oh my! Did you watch? You was probably asleep.
I was gone.
You was asleep. Was you gone?
I was gone.
Was you gone? Like gone. Like I saw you sitting there yesterday. You gone? What's up?
No, not that one. No. Hell no.
Well, that was a late game. Yeah. I'm gonna real quick. Let's talk about this game real quick. The Pelicans. Now you always talk about certain teams that always give up the lead and all that. This is the team you need to be talking about 24/7. They have lost like 5 or 6 games where they've been leading in the last 2 minutes or some shit like that.
They didn't lose it.
They up by, was it 3? And Brandon Ingram missed 2 free throws or something like that, either 2 or 3. Then they come down, Dame get his shit, you know what I'm saying? Then they have another turnover. Then Dame gets fouled. I mean, totally. And I'm gonna tell you what they did. They did a high school inbounds play. Like they up by I think it was 1 or 2, something like that. Probably 1. It was about 1. And they had ball throw it in, and they had like everybody past the half court, and like everybody sprinting towards him, right? And so they trying to cause confusion. They confuse the damn self. Bledsoe's dumbass runs right in front of ball as he, and then he darts up like he's like I guess he thought he was gonna get it. Dude, you missed free throws anyway. But then he started running. Then he just forced to throw it to I forget who it was, and then he knocks the ball out of bounds. I said, Lord, they get ready to lose this game. It's Dame time, man. You can't play with Dame.
You can't play with Dame, not when it's that close.
All right, man. I just had to get that out of because I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know what stat my man had, but this for you, Dad. Told you that dude is a bad man. Ain't nobody want to mess with no Zion, man.
No,
I haven't seen people like they get out the way since Shaq, dude. And this dude is not taller than Shaq.
No,
but he got that. He gets so
can
high,
bounce.
and they almost got the last second shot. Ball threw it all the way down to the they went in the free throw line. He was in there far. The dude missed. He's left and he missed it. But I'm like, this. I really hope they keep this team together, man. I don't think so, but I really hope so, bro.
They're not because
there's so much talent on that, man.
Dude,
Ball will be the first one gone. They're gonna ship
he's
Ball,
out there,
which is crazy for real. It's crazy.
17 assists last night.
Yes, you know, man. Hey, I always talk about Ball. I mean, don't worry, you know, Melo. You know what I'm saying? He's a bad boy too. I mean, he's a little bit better than his brother. But Lonzo's top 10-point guard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on? Yeah, and he's a better defender than his brother. So I'm like, dude, man, who we got next, bro? What we got?
Lakers and Timberwolves. Lakers won 137 to 121.
Jersey was clean. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you're absolutely right because they was, brother.
And my dog started. Man, you've started Vanderbilt and Layman. Lord have mercy, dog. I mean, what the hell is going on, man? I'm so glad this is an adult show. I mean, I know baby girl we watching, and we got some, you know, cousins and sisters and all that kind of shit. But
right, yeah, because this is.
Man, what are they doing?
I don't know.
I'm done, man. I'm done for real.
Shit,
like Evans had 29.
Yeah. Ball last night.
They eat, man, but then all of a sudden, you know, Trez and LeBron James,
triple double.
LeBron James doing LeBron James thing.
Trez at 25 off the bench.
Yeah, he been eating the last 4 games.
He has.
Yeah, dear mama.
Yes, sir.
Dear mama.
Yes.
He's going.
Yeah,
man. He done lost a lot of stuff. Dude gonna get him one. I mean,
he's getting.
If he doesn't get one, he's gonna tear the Lakers locker room up.
Yes, he is.
This is gonna be a serious fight.
Yes, he is.
If you ain't that dog, you might want to get out of there.
Yeah, because he signed a 2-year deal, so one of them coming. Hey, he's gonna get one.
You know what? This is your though, because if Brooklyn keeps adding to it, you need to go and get them now.
But they try to get their chemistry.
Yeah, because next year will be different. But they'll probably get rid of Griffith and bring in something else.
I really hope the KD's all right because it seemed like every time he practiced, he get hurt again, and then another 2 weeks out, another 3 weeks out.
You know what? They in the East. They ain't got to play Cat, dog. They ain't got to play him. This chill to the playoffs. Long as he's on the side doing whatever, and like right before, let him get a little some runs in.
Yep.
Man, dude, there's so much offense on that team, and then as long as Kyrie and James done play with worse talent.
Yes, he has.
He was in Houston.
But James doesn't look like a great fucking point guard.
James is looking like MVP. As much as you said Embiid, James is like, throw my name in there too.
Yeah,
I'm doing whatever. The same shit I was doing in Houston, I'm doing here.
I got yeah.
I mean, for real, with better cast.
You can put him top 3 in the voting.
Yeah, big time.
You put him top
dude is special, bro.
That he did. He's really showing it this year.
That's what I told your ass, didn't I? On that, Go back. I don't want to give up no goodies tonight. Go back. Yes, sir. Don't. Is that the last one?
This is with the NFL real quick. The frenzy. NFL
let's get on
free agency real quick. See some of these people who got signed, who didn't.
Brooklyn Zoo.
Samuels. Did he
get signed?
Did we hit Samuels? The wide receiver Samuels?
No, that must just happen.
Samuels.
Chris Samuels, whatever. Was that Carolina or
Let
whatever.
me make sure before I even call it out there.
No, it is. Yeah. Damn, he's going to Washington.
He's going to Washington. $34.5 million deal, 3 years.
But you know what? I like him, but I don't think he deserves that, though, dude. That's the same one to play at Carolina, man. He's okay like that.
Right.
How many years he get?
3.
That ain't bad.
Heck no, it ain't bad.
And Fitzpatrick can throw it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The other dudes, they can throw his shit. But Fitzmagic give you 2 games and he's out for 5. Fitzpatrick's 70 years old anyway. Shit.
And then Long, he done came out of retirement and joined Kansas City's offensive line.
Trying to get that with him and Tournay.
Yep.
They trying, boy, they look. You ain't gonna, but see, people fail to realize is that I understand that. That's great. But your backups got to be, because people get hurt. You really got to have 2 or 3 swing men, and the swing men meaning guys that can play multiple positions.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to have people who can play guard, tackle,
right,
center, guard, all this kind of stuff, because dudes don't stay healthy like that no more.
Right.
But hey, Cal said, I'm trying to get.
He's trying to get away.
I can't blame him. He said, "Look, Chicago, I'm gonna sit this year out.
I'm done.
Done. Then all of a sudden, he said, "Nah, I'm off."
He said, "My brother great outdo me. I gotta get one too."
Ooh, yeah,
his brother got one. AJ Green, he signs a 1-year deal with Arizona Cardinals. Besides that offense, if Kyler Murray can do what he do, they gonna be something special.
Kyler Murray better. If he don't, he gonna be out there, because as long as my man is healthy, as long as AJ Green is healthy, because Fitzgerald is the slot, then you got Hot Town. They need a tight end though, don't they?
Yeah.
They get a tight end, my man. Shit, that tight end gonna be like doing like Zeke shit.
I would say try to get like a
They should have got Henry. That's who they should, but New England's greedy. They want it all. They said they ain't stopping.
You know, so great. Speaking of Henry, he still ain't got no contract. Derek.
No, I'm talking about the other.
I know what Henry. You talking about the tight end Henry, but when you said Henry, I'm like,
you talking about King Henry?
Yeah, he still ain't got a deal.
Yeah, I'm just a hustler on the road. Gee,
they said we're gonna run your ass all year.
You know what?
You ain't doing nothing.
And like he'll probably get like an 80-something million contract, 80, 90, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we know y'all smart. We know everybody's smart. Make sure most of your shit's guaranteed, because they're gonna cut your ass. They've been running you to the dirt. You're gonna be looking like Eddie George.
They give him 80, dude. You better tell
50,
40.
Yeah, at least half.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
40.
Guaranteed.
Off top.
Guaranteed.
Because
you got about 2 more years left.
Yeah, get your money.
I hate to say that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's
running back. Get it.
It's running backs.
It's a lot of people still out here, brother.
Ton.
What? The new year officially started today. It started today for the NFL. So
hold on. Remember we talked about the center, Hudson.
Yeah.
You know, we talk all the time. I don't know if it's on off breaker, CB, whatever the hell. But Hudson, remember Raiders supposedly cut him all this shit. Then they just took it back. He's going to
Arizona.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They traded his ass there.
Man, that dude right there is.
There's a lot of great things going on in the NFL. NFL don't stop, like Bruss said. It don't. We talk about them all year round.
What did your team do today?
Nothing.
Guess what my team do today?
What?
More special teams. Getting rid of kickers and shit. And sign a Nickelback. The dime package of Nickelback, he got paid like 16 or some shit.
Right.
And 16 as a Nickelback, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
That is great. Yes, so we got him coming in. Hold on. Let me see. What's up, Coach? How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Okay, we got another coach. We get one more coach and everything. The blocks a little good. Okay, this is Carlos. All right. George called earlier, so he I'm sure he's getting ready to call. I told him to call at 8:30, so he should be calling in shortly. Let me do something.
Okay.
Defeat this bracket real quick.
How y'all fellas doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Good, good.
Everything's set up. George on here, then they make the box 4 so we can go back and see what's going on.
Right.
Okay. I need to bring him in on this one. Cool. This one. Cool. Yeah. Mr. George come, we rock and roll, but while y'all on here, we talking about all these moves in NFL. We know the coaches. What y'all think about all this NFL movement, man? This free agency,
Part of the game.
don't stop.
Go get that money, man.
Yeah, got
Like,
it.
if it's out there, go get it. You ain't gonna be in there for long most of the time.
Yeah, you right. You right about that.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, you gotta eat for real, for real.
Yeah, you gotta eat.
Yes, sir. Let me see. But I'm gonna tell you what though, the Cal Long move that was classic though.
Yeah, for him to come back
That was classic.
to protect you. I mean, $500 million man, you better go get somebody.
Hell yeah. Plus, he's trying to win the championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. That's
Let-
the whole thing. Let me pull this up so I can see what George called. So I can get him in here.
So a great offensive line. Do they beat?
Center yourself.
A great offensive line.
If they go back this year or next year.
Oh, I gotta see. Didn't they get rid of their running back?
Oh,
Didn't one of the running backs for Kansas City sign somewhere else? Williams or something?
I didn't see that, bro.
Yeah, man, there's so much stuff goes on, man. My phone be popping. You can't even do no work, man. It's like, dude, what's going down? For real, for
No,
real.
that's new to me.
Yeah.
They got rid of him. They're food.
Well, I know the other week, but I know that Packers Williams signed though. So maybe they re-signed the other one.
yeah, they re-signed Jones.
Okay, but not that John. I'm talking about the other William, his backup.
He's still there. He's a rookie. He's on a rookie deal.
No.
You talking about Green Bay's backup?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still on a rookie deal. He's good for a couple of years.
Let's see.
Oh man, that's one stuff. What about what's that? Deshaun Watson. He's facing a civil suit.
Man, that's bad business.
The person who?
Not no civil, it's a sexual. Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, they trying to damage that man.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
sexual assault. Yeah, it's like 2 women. Got text messages and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they trying to. Yeah, Houston's like, man, we ain't gonna let you go. You know what I'm saying? And all this kind of stuff. That's kind of bad business. I really, you never know though when stuff like that is serious. So you really gotta look at everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, still you got life that's going on.
A massage therapist.
Yeah.
That's what it was, a massage therapist?
Yeah. And then there's another woman that got in there too. So yeah. And the thing about it, they said that they all tied into an ex, somebody who was running for mayor. Yeah, it's all kinds of crap that's going on down there, man. That's not good. I hate to see that happen to a brother like that, man.
Right.
You gotta. But they trying to get, maybe that's why he's trying to get up out of there. You never know. I mean, you never know. I hope not. Not. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the thing about it. There we go. We're gonna be raw on uncut on her for sure. That's for sure.
Got him.
Yeah. Let me see. 4 box. There we go. All right, Carlos, can you turn your you on the phone or you on the pad or anything?
On my phone.
Hey, see if you can turn it a certain way. Let me see if I can pull it. That's probably gonna mute him too.
What's blocking? Hold on.
That's good. Let me see. George, you got some. We can't see you. Let me see. see. Especially I'm trying to see you anyway, because you know what I'm saying. You got my nephews on your team. I'm definitely trying to see you. Now, Carlos, just keep it how you had it, because you upside down. You upside down. Just keep it.
Am I still?
Yeah, just keep it out. Don't worry about it. You good? You good? We gonna get through this. Don't worry about that. But man, you got to turn some. You dark. We can't even see, man. For real, for real. Everybody else is in there. We can see. Everybody's good. All right, guys. Look, check this out. Mark and Will, look. What we got going on? We got some coaches. We got a showcase that's happening. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? An opportunity. March the 29th, 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Kentucky State University. We got these coaches on here. We got Coach Montgomery. We got Coach Collins and Durant. And hold on, man. I got to get your name on here. What's going down? I won't be able to see. He went off, didn't he?
Look. I think you got him locked down.
Oh, yeah, he went off.
There he is.
There we go. Let me sign him on here. That's good. Cool. Cool. All right, like I said, we got the showcases coming up March 29th, 5 p.m., 8:30 p.m. At K-State University. We got Coach Montgomery, Coach Collins, Coach Durant. Thank you guys for being on the show with us. Anytime we can highlight what's going on in the 502 or just the state of Kentucky, whatever's going on, that these young men can go ahead and showcase their talent. Appreciate you. Thank you, especially Coach Montgomery, for reaching out to the Mark and Will show. Much love for that. But just break that down for us, man. What's that looking like? And is this the first time you guys have done this, or what's going on? Let me see.
Can't hear us. Okay.
I know that. Hold on, Coach Durant.
Ryan Michael.
I can hear you, Coach Collins. Coach Durant, you're muted, so you call back in. Can you hear us, Coach Montgomery? You muted too.
Shit.
Yeah, you muted too. Hit us back. Hey, Coach Montgomery, call us back real quick. Call us right back. There you go. Coach Collins, what's going on with this? Have y'all done this before?
No, it's actually it'll be the third year we doing this. Ryan started a couple years ago, and then I came along a couple years after that. So it'll actually be the third year for us doing it all three together as a group. So it's something that Ryan brought down from Ohio. He's from Ohio. I'm from Ohio. And Ryan brought the camp scene down from Ohio, and we just latched on to it just based on some of the stuff me and Durant have been doing the last few years, the 7-on-7 circuit, and some college stuff. But we just piggyback on what Ryan was doing and try to make something big happen within the state.
And as you said that, can you hear us, Coach Montgomery?
I can hear you.
Okay. Check this out real quick. As we got everybody up, Coach Durant, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, Coach Collins, give us a little bit of your background. Where did you play ball? Where'd you play ball? This is a little synopsis on what you did, and we're gonna go around so everybody knows what you guys did.
Okay, I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. Went to I guess you consider a powerhouse, Muller High School.
Oh yeah.
From there, I went up played at the University of Kentucky for 4 years. Played running back in DB. After that, tried my talents in the NFL, didn't work out. So I moved back to Louisville once I got married, and from there I started a company called Performance to Perfection Sports Academy to help bridge the gap with student athletes and help them get to college, because that was one of the visions that I had when I got done playing is to give back and mentor some student athletes that was in a position that I was in to make sure they don't go through the pitfalls and hurdles that I went through, to make sure the process is a little bit smoother and easier, so they can get to school and get their school paid for, or somewhat close to being paid for. So that's pretty much what I've been doing since 2012,
Okay.
along with my 7-on-7 organization. We're just trying to put these guys on the platform different than anybody else to make sure they take advantage of any and every opportunity, especially in the state of Kentucky, because it's hard for these guys in the state of Kentucky, man. So we got to do something different, get them outside their comfort zone to make sure they get the same opportunities as everybody else.
I see you got my one of my dogs on your team, Vinny.
Which one?
Vinny.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Vinny's a dog, man. He's a
Oh yeah.
dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yes sir. Yes
You know,
sir. Hey, and
yeah,
I knew Big Blue Nation was on here. I knew it. I knew that for sure. I knew it. I knew it, baby. I knew it, baby. Yes sir. That's good shit. That's good shit. Coach Montgomery,
yeah.
tell us how you like your background, please.
Um, Born and raised in Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I went to Camp McKinley High School, which is another powerhouse in Ohio. Ended up being granted an opportunity to play football at Kentucky State University. Played 4 years there. Then after that, I pretty much moved to the Bahamas for about like 2 3 years. I helped jumpstart American style football down there with my mom, I might as well say. And then from there, it's just been a situation of just trying to help the youth, basically like what Carlos said, help the youth not make the same mistakes that I did. And so I ended up going back home and coaching in my alma mater for a couple of years. And then just pretty much focusing on what my passion was, what my purpose was. And that's truly, pouring into the youth and helping them see past their potential. And then a couple of years ago, I was blessed with the opportunity to come down here to Louisville and do IT for JCTC. And then that's what pretty much jump started me to coaching in Fern Creek High School here in Louisville.
The Creek.
And then, from there, like Lo said, the main thing was I had a conversation with me, myself, George Durant, Jerome Costner, and Marcus Dunnigan, and we were having a conversation about the recruiting issues and whatnot in Kentucky. And I pitched the idea that we use in Ohio, which was bus tours or college camp tours or whatnot. And it's a win-win because Carlos and Durant and Costner, those guys were already doing it from the 707 standpoint. And so I said, well, just let's broaden a little bit and just do it at camps because the kids are already going to camps.
Yes.
And so I was just like, let's get some buses, get some vans or whatever, and we'll transport them. And while we're transporting them to these camps, we can help them understand and learn the ins and outs of the recruiting process and the ins and outs of what you need to do to become a student athlete. And then from there, as the years followed or whatnot, ended up linking up with Carlos, and here we are now.
That's good stuff right there, for real. What was so you still at Creek, right?
Yeah, I'm coaching at Fern Creek right now. Yeah,
So what position are you coaching over?
wide outs.
Wide outs, yes sir. Yeah.
Wide outs.
See, okay. I'm always there. I'm about to holler at you this time. For real, for real.
Man, yeah, believe me, I'm on the field. I'm probably one of the calmest guys you'll ever see on the football field.
Oh, for
People
real?
laugh
Man,
at that.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
people laugh at that because they see my demeanor and whatnot. But I'm probably one of the calmest dudes, quietest dudes on the football field.
Man, y'all did. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. What was it? Was it last year? No, it was the year before. Man, y'all. Man, I thought y'all had my Bulldogs, man.
We
At the
did.
crib,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
At the
It just
crib.
hey, yeah, we had the game. So we had that game in hand. Just the main thing was, hey, their Jimmys and Joes just, came out and played a little bit harder in the second half than
Yeah,
ours did, and it was a learning process for us. And
right.
you move forward.
You right. Now let's get to Mr. Durant and look like he's driving. You know what I'm saying? Look like he's driving and shit. I don't want you. Yeah, you okay, Mr. George? You all right? Is he froze?
I think he might have froze.
Somebody froze. Let me see. Hold on. Can you hear me, Mr. George?
He's still driving.
He's still driving. He's still driving. Like he done froze or something like that. But why? Well, we'll let him get his stuff together and all this kind of stuff. So this showcase, Mr. Carlos said it's the third year, right? That you got
Yeah, it's a third year down in Kentucky. Yeah.
Kentucky. So what does this look like? So if I have a son and nephews and all this kind of stuff, what does this look like? Could you describe to everybody who what this showcase, what it looks like and what they can expect, pretty much?
Um, the main thing is our focus for real is get the kids reps. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times kids go to football camps or whatnot, and you know, there's 1,000 kids there, and you know what I'm saying, you might get 1 or 2 reps at whatever camp it is. Well, for us, it's this main thing is about getting reps. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been sitting around doing a lot of training or whatnot, but you know what I'm saying, you're not really competing against anybody truly. And so to get the cobwebs off or whatnot, we pretty much say, hey man, we're gonna limit the numbers the best we can, and we're gonna get all the kids as many reps as they can, let them find out what the pros and cons are going into the summer, and then that's it. But as far as the style of the camp,
Mhm.
and Durant, he can speak to it more, but the style is your regular camp style. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of camp you go to, we do the same thing. You got Carlos and Durant that do a great job of putting it together. And you know what I'm saying? So um, they'll speak on the layout of everything like that. But the main thing is when we put it together, it was all about, hey man, we gotta get these kids some reps. I
Okay.
mean, the exposure aspect of it comes, you know, so we have rivals that come down and check it out. You got XOS, you got 247 Sports.
Okay.
Then you'll have some college coaches that might come into the building and evaluate. But besides that, you know what I'm saying, that's more so about just, hey, getting the kids reps. But
Okay.
I know I don't want to talk the whole time, but I know Durant and those guys, they'll pretty much give you the whole layout of everything.
So Carlo, wait a minute, George, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So give us a little background on you, if you can, like you about your football background and what you're doing now and all that kind of stuff.
Uh, uh, I'm originally from St. Petersburg, Florida. So, I went to the University of Louisville. That's how I landed up here. Played under Craig Thorpe originally, and then Coach Charlie Strong came in, took the program over, won a couple championships, a couple bowl games. Me myself, I had a very unconventional road, to Louisville. I wasn't highly recruited, so I went to a prep school. I was a qualifier out of prep school, which I'm sure we'll talk about that a bit. So I didn't have to do much but find recruitment. And so that's why I went to a prep school. I almost had to go to a junior college after that. A couple buddies of mine, looked out for me in the recruiting game and told some coaches about me. And, that kind of kickstarted my recruitment. And in the landscape of, people, colleges offering 1,000 kids per cycle, you kind of got to do that. If you offer one kid, he gets signed, you're done for. So you got to over offer, and you don't know what's going to hit and what's going to land. So, I ended up just walking on to the University of Louisville because Coach Cragthorpe told me that, I could come to camp, and that's all I needed. For me, I've been playing against next level and playing with next level talent my entire life from youth league. So I say, man, I can bet on me. And, I took a chance, walked on the University of Louisville, became a 2.5 year starter, a team captain, and all those things. So, after that, deciding not to chase pro aspirations, I took a little bit off, and then I had my first son, and then I started coaching in 2015. And then I get into just what those guys talked about. Coach Costner, introduced me to 707 and how it was, and things of that nature. So I caught on with that. Meeting along the way, Coach Carlos Collins, and then Coach Ryan came along by knowing Coach Costner from Kentucky State days. We just had similar interests, aligned goals with helping the youth. And so, that's where all of this, came from today. Right now, I still run. I'm the director of Go Hard Sports and Go Hard Elite 707, and I work closely with these guys um, on a year-round basis, along with others that are, in our group of directors.
When you gonna start my nephews, man? I got two nephews for you, boy. What's going
Yeah, you got two. You got two. Who your nephew?
on? Robert Bird and Ronnie Howard. What's going on, man?
Oh, them boys can play, man.
Hey, I'm just
They
messing.
got.
Hey,
What'd you say? Oh,
if you never seen
okay.
the show, I'm just messing with you, brother. It's all right. They gotta earn everything.
Right.
They
You
got to
say,
earn
you say, you
everything.
say, yeah, yeah. They gotta earn it, but they
Yes,
know
sir.
they in the one deep though. They in the one deep respectively. I think this circuit will help them kind of come out of their shell.
Good.
You know what I mean? They're a bit introverted, at times, which is not a problem. You know what I mean? It comes out when it needs to, but I think opening up to the circuit and being outside the comfort zone You know, because the system that they play in where they are, you know, is a bit, you know, cookie cutter to, you know, to what they need to do over there. You know, and you work your system to win games. That's what those guys are there to do.
Yeah.
But you know, what we try to showcase these athletes to is, you know, another way to get it done, being able to come out, be your own athlete. And sometimes when you get boxed in, you're not able to be your own athlete. So
True.
when you get into these
True.
situations, you know, like your showcases or your regional and national 707 events, you know, you can't be who you want to be because you've never been, you know what I'm saying, who you want to be. And these coaches don't have an opportunity to see you at your full potential because you don't even know how to get there.
True.
So
True.
that's kind of how, you know, from the showcases to the 707s and the camps regionally and nationally, you know, that's not the requirement to get to the NCAA, but it's dang sure, you know, a added value, and a good tool to have and be a part of.
You know what I liked about that whole just that whole piece was, you know, when you play football or any kind of sport, you may not be with the same coach.
Right.
So I'm saying it's different
Mm-hmm.
system. You got to be able to adapt to different things. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that is the key. And I love that you guys are offering these young men opportunities to learn from different people. It's okay. One way is not always the right way. So going able to these camps and all this kind of stuff, that's great. So my question to you guys, and y'all can, you know, like, so y'all have, like, Coach Ryan, you don't do 7-on-7, right?
No, I'm pretty much like a an advisor or something like
Okay.
that to the 707. So
So how does that look like? Do y'all have a website for people to sign up, or do y'all like? I mean, because I know you have tryouts, because I know I'm around it, but like, how do y'all get your guys? Like, does high school promote it, or where's the pool coming from?
I mean, mine is usually. I mean, of course we do our trials, but mostly mine is like word of mouth. Just because I usually get filtered, you know, kids from previous, you know, from the same programs that have been with me for a long time,
Yes.
and I mean, they just tell the rest of their teammates, "Hey, come do this. It's going to benefit you. It's going to help you." And then that's pretty much how I do mine. I mean, I do have a website, but majority of mine is, just, I mean, to be honest, which is word of mouth and spread the word, and then some parents as well, go spread the word because they see the results and they see how the benefit of the kids going on the circuit. They see the benefit of the kids playing against top level competition. You see how it's going to help them when they come back to play, you know, Friday nights in state of Kentucky. So it's just a matter of, you know, putting out a good product, staying true to your product, and everything else will, you know, follow suit.
So also on that one, I always gotta ask Mark. Hey, don't worry about Mark. I talk too much anyway. But yeah, my mouth is big. But as far as that, and how is the parents with this 7-on-7 with you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
Because everybody's baby is a star, but it's
That's
almost like
right.
basically you're having the best of the best. So everybody's not going to
Yeah.
make it. Not everybody's going to play. So how is that dealing with that? Let's say that.
You know, it's like any sports team. You know what I mean? Up until you get to the college and professional level, because they just not having it. You know, and the competition gets, or I guess the relationship gets further and further away from the parents and the coaches when you get to the college and the NFL level. So at those levels, or professional level in general, so at those levels, no, parents don't believe that they have access to the coaches, so
Yes.
they got a lot less to say. But it's just the opposite, you know, when you go further down into grassroots and club level sports and things of that nature. I'm gonna grab something to eat. When you get that, they feel like they have more and more access to the coach. Youth leagues and club sports don't have front offices and things of that nature. You know, you right on the field, you in the parking lot talking to these people. And so when they have that type of access, they feel like, you know, they're due, you know, a certain word of mouth, or you
Yeah.
know, be able to just say whatever they want to say to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that level. So it's a little bit more strenuous, you
Yes.
know. I think you kind of got to be a little bit more transparent, you
Okay.
know. And because they're gonna ask, they're gonna bicker.
Mm-hmm.
If you just close the door, then that doesn't bode well for your program, what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? So in college and in the NFL, you recruiting and you compete in the country. So if you close your door in one situation, you got 9,900 other kids you can go grab. So
Yeah.
uh, it's to each his own though. To be honest,
So real.
it's not bad in the program. You know, um, we have pretty good parents. We have pretty good
That's good.
relationships. But like for us, it's like Coach said, it's being true to your to your product and what you're doing, but also kind of being respectful and transparent and to their situations that they have as
So,
well.
so how many guys do y'all basically like? What's a tryout? Like how many people is
Mm-hmm.
actually trying out for you guys? And then what's the roster limit?
So, I mean, I'll go first. For me, it's usually between 60, 65 players.
Ooh,
It's usually how many numbers I have. And then I cut it down to two teams. I got 15U team and then an 18U team. So I'll do 20 on each roster. So it ended up being 40. So, but I have, a little bit of leeway between 40 and 45 players just because I know I got some players that play multiple sports. So I might need some extra bodies, during certain times of the season, especially like during basketball, and sometimes doing track. So it's just a matter of having, a little bit of leeway as far as my numbers.
wow. Okay, okay. Ooh,
What's
that's
Coach name on here?
Coach Montgomery.
Coach Montgomery. You said you was an advisor, right?
Uh
You
huh.
know how some people say advisor, like, are you advising like hands on, or are you just like more like you telling your guy, hey, he need to work on this or work on that? Or are you hands on with the kids?
Uh, I'm hands on, but when it comes down to the advisor part, it's more so about like when Carlos and those guys when they travel to different states, they do unofficial visits.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
They might go visit University of Tennessee or Tennessee Martin or something like that, or they might go up north and they want to visit, what I'm saying, Eastern Michigan, Central Michigan, or whatever. So, what'll happen is we'll pretty much have a conversation and we'll talk about whatever route they might take. And what I mean, if they want to take an unofficial visit, and they say, "Hey, can you call a coach?" So I'm saying I'll call the coach just to help them out because they
Right.
playing in the game, they playing for the kids, doing all kind of other stuff like that. So sometimes I'll make the phone call for them just to call a coach up, or I might, I don't know, just chime in on the conversation about I don't know, cost about something. But as far as coaching, like, no, I might come and watch a game, but when it comes down to actually saying, hey, run this play, no, I stepped away from that, but I think a year or two ago.
Coach Ryan Montgomery. What year did you graduate from K State? What was your playing
Oh
year?
six,
Oh six.
oh six.
Oh six. All right. Coach Collins, how about you?
96.
96. Okay. Coach Durant.
2013.
Yeah. I remember you. You know what I'm saying? I'm lifelong ticket holder. You know what I'm saying? I talking with my nephews and them like, I'm like, who y'all coaching? I said George Durant. I said, damn, that name sounds familiar. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But what you guys are doing, and we still got plenty of time. But what you
Yeah.
guys are doing is awesome because I love that. Okay, first of all, let's get off these computers, games. Let's get outside. Let's still
Yeah.
work on our craft and do what we
Yeah.
got. Get great coaching and all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also, let's go look at these campuses.
Right.
Let's see a special
Right.
tour.
Right.
All that kind of stuff. You're not going to get this sitting at home like this,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for your high school coach. Because some high school coaches, it's hands off on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really. Sometimes people got to hunt their stuff. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So I love it because
Right.
as I'm on Twitter and I see all these different programs, I mean, mainly Carlos and Coach Durant's program, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And seeing all that and seeing the trips that y'all had, I think, a couple of years ago or something like that, college tours. I mean, that's so great, man. I'm so happy that you guys are doing that, for real, for real.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
No problem.
And
Yeah, the biggest thing, man, is trying to kind of like we're all from different backgrounds outside of the state, you know, and just trying to really be a part of. I know at least for me too, like I didn't feel like this was home until I started doing something in the community.
Mhm.
My oldest son is 6,
Okay.
and if I was at home back in Florida, we would be at the little league games, we'd be everywhere, you know what I mean, at the parks and doing just, living life.
Mhm.
And so for me, like I had to get involved in order to, give that experience and that feedback to my son as he's growing up. This is where he's from, you know, and then and when I did that, it started to kind of come together. And you meet guys like this, and it's common interest, but a lot of times you got a situation where there is, oh, these are my kids, right? Don't go play for him or do that because they're gonna try to take you away from what we got going on. And that's not really the case. Now you have different visions and you built something, you want to see it grow. I tell this people this example, you know what I'm saying, all the time. Kid that's at University of Kentucky right now, Isaiah Cummins, played for both of our programs, P2P and Go Hard Elite.
Yes.
And
I'm
I
very
seen
familiar
him.
with Mr. Cummings.
Yeah, I've actually seen him at one of my former teammates, Jim Savoy Fitness, and he was working out with another one of my former teammates, Aaron Nance, and receivers training, and I see it was 2 years in a row,
Mhm.
and I'm like, man, this kid, I went to his dad and said, hey man, what are y'all doing? I see you training, but you need to hone in those skills, like what Coach Montgomery said. You
Okay.
gotta hone in your skills. This is what I do with my program. We do 707. I said, now there's a couple different programs in the country. If it doesn't work, me in the state, if it doesn't work, go find what works for you. But this is an introduction to that. Let's get going. We've already started. So he came out, and he did well. It was his freshman year. He did well. And then I think the quarterback from at the time was playing for P2P with Coach Los,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. And so when we had our parent meeting, him and his dad actually came to our next year's parent meeting. It was like, hey, coach, I'm going to be a starting receiver this year at Male. I'm going to go over here and play with coach. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for the opportunity. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? For introducing us to this. We had no idea. I'm going to go play with my quarterback and the rest of my teammates because the majority of those guys play at for P2P,
Yeah.
and I was actually talking to him uh, probably about a month ago, via social media
Yeah.
about that whole situation, right? We were direct messaging about the entire situation. And that's the big picture.
Yeah.
We don't have either one of us, and hopefully, we can spread this sentiment that I don't have no gripe, no issue, no problem with you, your father, your mom, your sister, nobody
Yes.
for going and finding out what's better for you, and vice versa. Some players that's played for Coach Collins have played for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not like, hey man, you don't want to go over there or you don't want to do this. Let's get you out here and see what works for you. And that kid he won't pay a dime for college now in the SEC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Big
so
time.
that all panned
Yeah.
out.
So let me ask you this real quick. You just said something about like meeting with the like. So is that something that y'all do on a regular, or is that just something that just came about because of Isaiah? You know what I'm saying? Cummings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is that something like? And I know we talk about the parents and how like
Yeah.
they act like. Are y'all like willing to sit down and talk to parents and like with the players, like, hey, this is like certain things they need to work on, or do they need to come to you? Because that right there, because all Johnnies ain't all stars.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, and I know you guys are busy because y'all got other jobs and different stuff like that. But if a parent comes to you guys and like, hey, Mark, can you sit down and talk to me and Mark about like what he needs to work on and stuff like that? Is the doors open? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, to
Speaking,
me,
Yeah, for sure.
go ahead.
I was about to say,
No,
yeah, we
doors
all
always
probably say the
open
same thing.
because, uh,
No, I was about to say we all probably must say the same thing. I know we all phone ringing all the time for
Okay.
right.
advice. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm gonna speak for me. Like, yeah, I have no problem meeting a mom or family, whatever, at a Roosters, at a Barnes and Nobles. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because the main thing I tell people all the time is the more information you know what I'm saying, the less confusing the process is gonna be for you and your son.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, that's for me.
Okay.
I mean, for me personally, it's you got to meet with the parents because the parents you got to understand what their goals are. I mean, just because they play football and they want to do this, I mean, you got to have a avenue to where you're trying to get to. So we got to know what what your ultimate goal is, how we gonna get there. Pretty much just lay out a game plan to make sure it works. I mean, like I said, like Durant said, you might not be the right fit on my team, but I know Durant. They'll do the same. I mean, they'll take care of me no matter what team it is. Like people understand that. I mean, kids bring it up more than we do as coaches because they think it's a beef between GHG and P2P. It's not a beef between us. We all know each other. We all work together with each other, and we all looking out for each other, make sure the kids end up going somewhere. It doesn't matter, but at the end of the day, it's about you developing as a player, with developing as a student athlete. If I say that, because
Hey,
we
hey,
all have the same business, we all have the same outcome to make sure you put yourself in position to give yourself opportunity to get a scholarship.
hey, Carlos, as y'all go, I know the schedule. All y'all go to different places. You know what I'm saying? Mark,
Right.
I gonna go to some of them. E-Town. Have y'all ever played each other in the tournament or what? What's going on?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
because don't get me wrong, because Vinny and Robert and them they close, they tight, they brothers. So I mean, have y'all had it where everybody done played each other and got the bragging rights? What's going
Yeah,
on?
we actually have played, a couple different times in the last 6 years of me being a part. I remember my first year, I think it was in Owensboro at an event, and we played them. I think we ended up winning that event. More recently, we were down in Tennessee in Gatlinburg, and we were actually eliminated, by them in the tournament round. So it doesn't always happen because we're going to tournaments and you're just placed, you know
Yes,
what I mean,
yes,
in
yes.
in these pools, and it happens how it happens. And more times than none, when you go to a tournament, like if it's, let's say it's 5 Kentucky teams, 5 Indiana teams, five, all from different states, they're not probably going to put, you with a team in the
True,
same pool from your state. They
true.
want you, because that's the purpose. We want you to get this out of state experience.
Yeah,
You know what I
Right.
mean? The goal is not to
yeah,
play. You could do that back home.
yeah. Exactly.
So because of how it's built, I think we've in 6 years, I could probably count total between all levels 5 or 6 times. Um,
Right.
you know, and we usually go to some of the same spots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just
And
it
that
doesn't
makes,
always happen like that. But they did they got the bragging rights at the moment.
hey, but check this out. While y'all talking about that, like, so what is the age? What's the age group that you guys work with?
The biggest is
I
always
mean,
going to be high school. You
right.
know what I mean? But we're like each of us both really this year have started to dive down into that 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Because really as a society, is getting down there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? You ranking 10-year-olds, 8-year-olds across the country. You know what I mean? They're training earlier. Like, we're having seminars now about like kids committing to high schools out of middle school nowadays. I got a top
Boy.
kids got top five, top you know, it's
yeah, I
getting
seen it. Yeah.
it's
I seen
so I think Nick Saban said it best. He said, I don't care who you are and how old you are, but if you're not able to keep up with these times, you're gonna get left behind. And he was specifically
Woo!
talking to recruiting.
Sir. Yes, sir.
He was specifically talking to recruiting. And he said, I hate, how I guess political and I guess, glamorous the recruiting process has become.
Yeah.
But you think I ain't gonna try to go get the best in the country?
Thank you.
You a fool.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So look, check this out, because we got a little special thing we want to do with you guys, but we're gonna get you. We're gonna go around real quick. What is your message? And you guys really have said it, but I know like people join in different times.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, like, what is your purpose of this? So a parent is just now watching, and I'm not even talking about just solely this showcase, because you guys apparently do way more, and we know that.
Right. Right.
So what is your purpose? So like I said, mom, dad just joined it. You know, Carlos, could you go first? What is your purpose with all this that you're basically giving back, so people know where you coming from?
I mean, my purpose is to help these student athletes accomplish their dream, um, and show them the right way of how to do it. Just because I had a little hiccup as far as my college recruiting,
Okay.
and I didn't take it as serious as I should have taken because I took it for granted just because my skill set. But nowadays, when it comes to recruiting and um, social media and everything else, you gotta be have all your T's crossed and all your I's dotted to make sure give yourself the best opportunity to be the best student athlete you possibly can. So my goal is to make sure you do any and everything possible to make sure you get your school paid for,
Sir.
down the road.
Sir.
Uh, I'd say I got a similar goal. You know what I mean? I like I said, I played with some of the best guys that I have ever played with in high school and youth league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From where I'm from, so that's what drove me to not want to settle, right? But settling looks different for everybody. For me, it was playing Division I football. I didn't care what the cost was. I didn't care, what it took because I knew I could compete at that level. So that was my ultimate goal. But nowadays, I'm paying for that on the back end through loans and other stuff like that. You know what I mean? A lot of other red tape, had to get cut, to get through that process. But like for my nephew, for me, it was like he just signed to a NAIA school in Missouri, but they get him $28,000 to go there.
Mm.
You get what I mean? He
Yeah.
could take, he could take 2 courses through the summer, which you don't really get paid for. In NAIA school, it's a private school for him. And this and he could take 15 to 18 hours through the fall and the spring. And at small institutions, you don't get those opportunities. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Though that's Division I type of scholarship, academics. At that rate,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
so it's finding that fit for everybody, and educating. A lot of 7-on-7 programs across the country pair their systems up with training. We don't train, at all. Coach Carlos does training. There's other people that do. There's enough trainers here in our environment. So for us, we want to kind of stay on the other side and continue to try to educate. They're going to educate as well too,
Yeah.
but we don't need to try to. You can't, to train in addition to what they're doing. You know what I mean? Let's have a
Duplicating
different
services.
emphasis.
Yeah. Duplicating.
Yeah, let's have a different let's have a different emphasis. And I know doing both, and I'm not gonna speak for coach, but we work closely together. You know, training sometimes and 7-on-7 sometimes and educate on the process. It's a lot. If you can cut out one and have two entities, you know what I mean, you can do a lot. So for us, it's enough trainers, man, around here. And so we want to direct our deal, and focus on other things. You know what I mean? Figuring out your how and why you're doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had a kid that said, "I want to go to the league." His highest offer was a Division II offer, partial scholarship, and then he switched and said, "Man, I want to get into physical therapy and have my own physical therapy," because he tore his ACL, right? And so his vision changed. And so I said, "Well, who's going to have a good program and give you the most money for it?" And he ended up going to an NAIA institution instead of a Division II institution. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that because it's you got to help them find that goal. You know what I mean? And that purpose and that why.
Yeah. You right. Yeah. You right. So,
For for me, I mean, for me, it's pretty much trying to provide the young men that are pretty much seen as under resourced. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they aren't under resourced anymore. Through the nonprofit I'm a part of, as far as Build Live Through Sports Network. You know what I'm saying? For the past, I don't know, man, 11, 12 years, that's our main focus. You know what I'm saying? From going down to the Bahamas to being in Ohio, now in Kentucky, down in Texas, and so on and so forth. Our goal, our mission is to pretty much shed light on what people don't want you to see, which is the truth about your process. And so, you know what I'm saying, I went through the recruiting process. My brother did, my sister did, uncles, and so on and so forth. And so, just like Durant, just like Carlos, the main thing for me is letting them understand, like, hey, man, your process is going to be different, you know what I'm saying, because of who you are, height, weight, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, when it's time to pick a school, it's not that hard. You may have, 30, 40 opportunities, but you can only pick one school. And so our job, our purpose, if you want to keep something like that, our purpose is just to let the kids understand, like, you have no limits. You know what I'm saying? The only time you have a limit is when you set on yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do the bus tours, and that's why we do the showcases and everything like that, because the biggest thing is we want to continue to put you on a different platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we want to put you on, because a quote that I heard a couple of years ago was a young person cannot be what he or she cannot see or touch. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing is though, if you want to be something, the easiest way to find out how to be that is to go put yourself in that environment, that platform. And
Sure.
so that's what we do is build a lot through sports. Along with that, we try to educate, you know what I'm saying, different organizations, different states on how to do things. Not gonna say how to do the things the right way, but just how to do things differently. And so that's one of the things I brought down to Kentucky was how to approach and see the recruiting process in a different way. Because everybody thinks it's one particular way, doing it this way right here, but there's a lot of different ways to accomplish that particular goal as far as getting a free education. Because at the end of the day, you know, so you sitting here talking to two guys that played in the Big East and one played in the SEC, and I played at Division II school. You know what I'm saying, black college.
Yeah.
But the main thing is, you know, so we all played college ball.
Yes, sir.
Our pathways may have been a little bit different, but we all played college ball.
Sure.
And so with that, it's just letting these kids understand, like, hey man, it does not matter if you want it bad enough. You know what I'm saying, you'll accomplish that goal. And we try to help the coaches understand that. Because some coaches is like, okay, well, if my kid ain't good enough to play D1 ball, he can't go to college. You know,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah. Exactly.
that's why in our showcases, you know what I'm saying, it's not all about the stud. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Carlos Collins in the world. There's a lot of George Durant in the world, but people always forget about the Ryan Montgomerys.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like
That's right.
the underrated guy that just wants to go to practice, that just wants to play in the game, just have his fun with his teammates. You know what I'm saying? But you also forget that that young man does want to go to college, no matter what. And so that's where I come in.
Say it a
So
little
you know,
louder for the people in the back. Say it a little louder for the people in
that's
the back.
that's realistic, but that's where I come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more so about like, hey man, if you really want to do something, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
just let us talk to you and let's, you know what I'm saying, put you on a different platform, give you that opportunity. Is it guaranteed they're gonna get a free education? Nah. But you know what I'm saying, my main purpose, truthfully, man, is to make sure that that young people don't make the same mistakes that I did. And I take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Because I coached my youngest brother. And you know what I'm saying? And it was an eye opener to pretty much see my neighborhoods, my school, my process through his eyes and how he was doing it. I didn't try to live through him or anything like that, but it was just a eye opener. So from that day forward, you know what I'm saying, my main thing was I want each and every young man to understand me. You different in your own way. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? People may not see it, but you got to understand that you were different in every, you know what I'm saying, your own different way. So, you know what I'm saying? That's me, man. I want the kid that nobody pays attention to. I want the kid that nobody sees, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? All he gotta do is just listen, and the rest will be history.
That's good.
And I put everything I got into that kid or into that process or to these kids. It's just I'm trying to help them out. That's it.
Check this out. I'm ready to switch the scene. You guys got a lot of players. You done helped a lot of players. People you look up to you and all this kind of shit. Y'all come on our show. We gotta sit here and do some things that a little bit different. So your players
Oh man.
know about Coach Durant, Coach Collins, Coach Montgomery. So as I
Oh
switch
man.
the
Here we
scenes,
go.
I'm gonna add y'all on, but it's a good one though.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Damn
It's a
good
good one. So hold on. So let's stay right there. I'm gonna add y'all on these different ones as we go through this. Okay. Yes,
I got
sir.
a feeling my man got some old pictures or something.
Nah. No, he said all
Oh,
pitches.
bitches.
No, sir. Check this out. We do a thing on our show. And everybody does a little different. Right now, we got Hall of Fame player, All Pro player, starter. Basically, the best is going to be Hall of Fame player.
Yep.
The next one, All Pro starter.
Yep.
Let's start with quarterbacks. And we're going around. We start. I see you right now, Coach Montgomery. The three candidates is Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson. Who's your Hall of Fame player? Who your All Pro player? Who your starter?
Man, you tripping. Man, you wilding with this right here. So I'm just gonna shoot for it. So my Hall of Famer is gonna be. I'm gonna say Allen to be my Hall of Famer. My All Pro definitely gonna be Lamar. My starter, you know what I'm saying, Watson. But that's like flipping a coin because Lamar could be obviously all three of them. But I'll go with Allen, Lamar, then Watson.
Okay. Coach
That
Collins,
ain't bad.
you up?
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Oh man, come on, man. Oh, my Hall of Famer would be. I'm gonna go with Deshaun Watson. Because I watched him play against Lamar in that Louisville Clemson game.
Woo! Classic.
Mm,
Woo!
right. And I mean, as far as my starter, man, I take Lamar all day just because I like the way he does. And,
Okay.
last would be Josh Allen.
Okay. Coach Durant.
Man, my Hall of Fame guy is New Era 8, man.
he
I'm
gonna be biased.
Baller
He gonna
boy.
be biased.
Baller boy.
I'm riding with action, man. I'm riding with Action Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all day long. Now, I think he is, underrated even by his organization. That's just my take. I think he's underrated by his organization. I don't think that they give him, what he needs from a play calling standpoint to really truly showcase what he can do. I think even they rely too much on his legs. I remember the Kansas City game. I think out of the first 3 or 4 drives, or the first really, let's just say 15 plays, like 8, 9 of them was run plays. The opening possession was, I think, 5 plays long, and 4 of them was run plays, 3 of them by him. And then you have him use his arm late in the game, and you ask anybody to do that against, that type of offense and defense and team as a whole, they ain't gonna get it.
Did we lose you?
I think if I think you see a
No,
different
you're
guy.
right. Yeah, they do that.
Hall
Who your
or
pro player?
hold on, my bad.
No, you good. Cause
I'm gonna go Hall.
we got 3
I'm
more.
gonna go Hall. I'm gonna go Hall of Fame Lamar. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go starter. I'm gonna go All Pro. I'm gonna actually take. Man, I don't know, man. I might have to take Watson, man. I was gonna take Josh Allen. Um, but I don't know, man, because Houston, they didn't do that boy no justice, man. They ain't protect him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had good stats, but
But look,
the
check this
wins
out.
then I don't
This
know.
is supposed to stump y'all. So
Right.
yeah, what you get? Who your you going around the bush? Who your all pro player?
I'm gonna go Josh Allen.
Okay, and then Watson
I'm gonna go
start.
Deshaun. I'm gonna go Deshaun with the starter.
All right, so we're going to the next position, guys. Hang tight. Hang tight.
Oh man, here we go with
Oh,
this.
oh
This
man.
dude wildin', man.
Hey, y'all know what's so crazy though, fellas? He don't tell me none of this that he does.
So look,
Oh
the next
man.
group we got
Mm.
Quan Barkley, Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey,
Yeah.
all Hall of Fame player, all pro player, starter. Who want to go first? It's up to y'all.
Man,
I'm gonna go
I
McCaffrey, Hall of Fame.
go ahead, yeah.
McCaffrey, Hall of Fame. I gotta go Cook, All Pro. Barkley, he's a starter.
Okay. Next up.
Mine's gonna be the same because my thing is with McCaffrey, man, he can do more than one thing. You know what I'm saying? If you need return kicks, he'll go back to return kicks. You know what I'm saying? So he gotta be the Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm saying? I know
personally
it
think he
game.
should have won a Heisman over Derrick Henry, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
he's a bad
You
boy.
know what I'm saying? So I'm with Durant,
You
man.
ready to rank
McCaffrey,
that?
Cook, and Barkley because hey man, game on the line, I'm giving Barkley the ball. I don't care where the ball is at. We need
Hold
first
on.
down and
Hold
touchdown.
on. No, man.
I'm
What's
listening.
that,
Go ahead.
Carlos?
No, I agree with y'all Hall of Fame with McCaffrey. But
Okay.
I gotta make, man, Dalvin Cook is a home run hitter, dude.
Woo!
Yes, he is.
Yes.
You understand?
He,
He's a home run hitter.
yes, he is.
That's my All Pro. He's second. He's my All
Yeah, he
Pro.
all pro, man. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on Saquon Barkley, though. Get him a line or somebody, man.
hey,
So
he
pretty much,
making it
wait a
happen with
minute.
nothing though.
So pretty
They
much
gonna
y'all
run
got the same. Y'all
Yeah,
got,
they
y'all
gonna run Saquon
got
Barkley.
Christian, Dalvin, and Barkley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. We ain't done with y'all. Hold on.
Hold
You
on.
gonna
This
go
dude
receiver?
put
Wait a
some.
minute. Go ahead. Go
As
ahead.
far as the trade, I mean, was signing free agents and stuff. Patrick Peterson
Yeah.
just signed with Minnesota.
Vikings. Get
Oh
that
my
dollar.
Jesus.
Godly.
Lord.
Was he a free agent?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
He's
even know
free
that.
agent.
And I was
Let's
just
get
telling
it. Now
my
this is
brother that
probably
they need to
this is
get
one of the hardest
that.
right here.
Yeah.
This is one of the hardest
Oh,
right.
Woo!
I got
Diggs
you on this one
Adams
right here.
Hopkins, Hall of Fame
Hey,
player, All Pro starter. Who's going first?
I mean, I got this, and I'll go ahead and go first. This is my position. This is easy for me.
Right. Go ahead.
This easy for me right here. Get D Hop, my Hall of
Woo,
Famer.
yes, sir.
Diggs is my All Pro, and Adams is my starter. You ain't getting no better than that.
Woo!
Out of them three right there, you ain't getting better
Spicy.
than that.
Spicy. That's spicy. Who's next?
don't know,
You
dog.
give me a better lineup than that
Look,
right
look,
there, bro.
like,
Ain't
look,
no
Oh
look,
doubt.
hold
shit!
on.
Hold on.
Like Andy's. Who's next? Who's next?
Damn.
Hey,
Ain't no better than that, man.
Hey,
man, listen. Diggs is my starter. I'm gonna start from the bottom. Diggs is my starter.
Okay.
It's a coin flip for the 1 and 2 spot. So I'm gonna go 1A, 1B.
Nah, that's not the
And
show. That's not the
uh
show. Come on, coach. That's not the
well
show. Who's your Hall of Fame? Who's
uh
All Pro?
I'm gonna go Hall of Fame with D Adams, man. You
What?
know, and
Woo!
ah,
that's a
Hey,
that's a
Woo!
slight
I
that's
think you can go either way with
that's a
that too.
that's a
I think you go
slight edge.
with
I'll
that
tell
too.
If I'm talking about a one vote difference. It's a one vote difference to the D Adams, and I'm gonna have to put Hop in the Hall of Fame.
Woo.
In the All Pro slot.
Okay. All right,
But
coach.
I say that I appreciate y'all not saying start bench cut because I
Oh
appreciate this
yeah,
better.
that'd have been an issue.
It makes it a lot easier.
man.
Yeah. All right, Carlos.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Hot man for Hall of Fame because
Woo.
everywhere he goes, man, he makes quarterbacks look great.
Thank
Yes,
I'm
you.
he
just telling you right now,
Yee. Yes, sir.
Adams is a monster. Man, I gotta make him All Pro. I got Diggs in my starter, but
No,
does.
yeah.
Can't go wrong with
Hey,
that
this
neither.
we
you
got
can't go
one
wrong with
more.
that.
We got one more, right?
Oh
We
yeah.
got one more, bro. We
Give
got
him
one
one
more. We
now.
got one more.
You can't go wrong.
I had to get a defense. I used to play defense in football, so I had to go defense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
It's an easy one for me.
Ramsey
It's a
I
it's
versus
a
got you.
very
White
easy one for me.
and Gilmore.
Me
What you
being
got, Matt?
me being the
So,
DB boy, we gotta go first on this one. Hey, Ramsey
Uh
is a Hall of Famer. Man. Ramsey a Hall of Famer. Gilmore's an All Pro. And I take your man as a starter.
Woo.
Ooh, wee.
Who's next?
Them wedges.
Hot or spicy?
I
Them
gotta go.
wedges.
I gotta go. Ramsey. Ramsey's all pro. Now, I mess with Gilmore, man. From on a personal level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Since I went to prep school right outside of high school, and I used to kick it with what I'm saying, some people that was there after he left and all that. So however, he got to be my starter.
Ooh,
He got to be
wee.
my starter, man. I respect him though.
Okay, nah, that's
But
tough decision
I think
sometimes.
Mano. I think he's good in what he do and what he's asked to do.
Okay.
But Spider Man, what we called him in college, Devontae Parker, put it on that boy.
Yeah, it is.
He put it on.
Oh wow.
You feel me? And
Ah,
he's not my starter because I'm not saying D
Wow.
Parker that dude. Now just give him the rock. He's
Yeah.
that
yes,
guy.
sir.
But you feel me?
Hey.
Hey, that boy White, he's a man out there too now.
Yeah.
You feel me? He's a
So,
man.
hey, Durant, you had who? Hall of Fame was who? Ramsey?
Ramsey,
Okay.
all pro White, Gilmore the
Gilmore.
starter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like
All
that.
right.
Mine is the same with that. Mine is the same with Durant just said because I can't. I mean, Gilmore is cool. It's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Ramsey gonna be everybody. That's a
I said,
That's
boy.
the man.
you
That's the
can't
man.
you vote against
Boy.
out of these three right here, man. You vote against Ramsey being the Hall of Famer, then you know what I'm saying something wrong with you. So you know what
Yeah,
I'm
that
saying.
dude right
I,
there.
Right.
Ramsey, yeah, you go Ramsey,
I,
White,
I got
I
Gilmore.
respect a lot of guys at
Uh-huh.
the cornerback position. I think Ramsey might be the closest thing. Now hear me out.
Uh-oh.
I think
Listen.
he might be the closest thing out of in modern day cornerbacks to Deion.
Knew you gonna say
Oh,
me, huh? I knew you gonna say me, prime time. I knew it. For real, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
I believe
I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all. Y'all remember Jalen Ramsey when he came to play Trinity when he was in high school?
Tennessee? Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Out of
yeah.
Tennessee.
That's when I first got it. That's when I first got a glance at that dude. I knew he had something special then. When I
They
seen
had
that
a,
dude in person.
they had a running back on the team that was cold. I can't even think of his name. He was that dude. I mean, that school was like a powerhouse like Trinity anyway.
Yeah.
But Ram
Yeah.
the monster though, man. He still and look. And if you date his sister, he gonna whoop your ass if you do something crazy.
Oh my.
Oh man, they kind of go hit gold Tatum with that one, man. That ain't fair.
Oh no.
They gonna whoop your ass if you do something
That's
wrong.
wrong.
So
That's
you know,
wrong. That's
because
wrong.
we still ain't seen Golden Tate. For real. But look, as we wrap this up, the four of y'all want to say anything? Y'all can promote your stuff real quick. Do what you gotta do, brothers.
I mean, the main thing
Man,
is
you know,
go ahead, Durant. I know you got to go ahead, Durant.
yeah, man. We would be remiss, man, not to make known that that this isn't a 3-man band. Anything that we do, as far as grassroots sports and cultivating the talent, and the potential, that's going on in the Kentuckiana area, and just throughout the state of Kentucky in general. I think we are some of the people that are more what I call boots on the ground.
Okay.
As we cultivate this thing, but we started a group, and that same conversation, like he said, on the way back from a tournament with the guys Coach Ryan mentioned, and we titled it the Kentuckiana Alliance for Athletes, and that's the name that we're putting these showcases on under, and what we're doing a lot of this work through, because it's about aligned interests. If you truly are aligned, in the interest of these athletes, then you should really be about some of the things. Not that we're right and it's the only way to get it done, but you find me a better answer than what you're currently doing. I've literally heard coaches say, I have nothing to do with your son's recruitment. I'm here to coach such and such high school and win games.
Yes, sir.
you know. But we take our babies to these men who are supposed to be, in the business of growing them to be young men in this community and in this society, but they don't have a next step plan for these kids.
Yes, sir.
So, we amongst our group of directors, it's the three of us along with um, Brandon Cosby, Chan Nelson. We have two wonderful ladies on, Anaya Evinger, um, and she coaches volleyball actually, you know, and Erica Hurd, who is also a football coach and a track coach here in the area as well. So it's not about just football. The majority of us know that, but eventually, we're going to fold things into this. Coach Collins has a huge influence in soccer. Shout out to his daughter and what he's been doing. That she's going to Mississippi State, committed there. Miss Hurd, like she's in the track. Like I say, Miss Evinger, she is into, she coaches volleyball. And we have other guys that have, other interests outside of football as well, and that's the main goal. They don't say that Kentucky Alliance for football players, or boys that play sports or any of that. This is a starting point, and it's groundbreaking for us to use football because it's something that everybody has a common interest in. And but the thing is to multiply this to all athletes, because you have to get to the NCAA the same way, or the NI, no matter the sport you're playing, you have to take the test, you got to get to GPA, you have to get admitted to a university, and you have to showcase your skills to do that. So this is just the start of that, but we definitely have to give credit to everybody that's involved on our board of directors that makes this thing happen. And then the coaches that we push this information to, that continue to push it out to their organizations and the parents and the players too.
You got it,
Right.
Los.
Yeah, he crunched it, didn't it? Shit. Damn.
How,
I'm
that's
gonna put
that's
some
that's
asterisk on
that's
that
Doctor
shit.
that's Doctor Durant right there, man. That's Doctor
Hey
Durant.
man,
man, you know,
You know what I'm saying?
but
But no, he went on ahead and summed it up for real, man. I'm just gonna speak about the showcase and the bus tours
Go ahead, please do.
and the other things that we do. You know what I'm saying? The main thing is for the parents that might be watching this, the coaches, anybody else. Um, like I said a minute ago, man, when it comes down to the quote I mentioned as far as a young person can't be what he or she can't see and touch, you know what I'm saying? You could be reluctant all you want to and hesitant all you want to about coming to these showcases or joining a bus tour or anything like that. But, you know what I'm saying? One thing that I've mentioned to a couple of people is what the young people in Kentucky, I'm speaking just because we here,
Yes.
what the young people in Kentucky and their parents might think is corny or lame, somebody else in the country is using that to get recruited. Somebody else is using those same tools or whatever to put themselves past their competition. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of great athletes in the state of Kentucky since I've been here. It's been incredible to see some of these young men develop, but at the same time, it's unfortunate because they put themselves in a bubble. You know what I'm saying? Or their parents put them in a bubble and be like, look, I'm going to protect my baby and make sure that my baby stays safe. I don't want my baby to be touched by anybody else or coached by anybody else. But one thing that most young men, coaches, parents forget is, hey man, when they leave, they gone. You know what I'm saying? And so with the showcases and the bus tours, the main thing we try to do is we try to like avoid that wow factor that happens when that young person gets on campus, when they have to be away from their mom and their dad or whoever the guardian is. And I think sometimes as parents we forget that. You know, so we push our young people, our kids to be successful, but we forget that, hey man, they're gonna leave the nest one day and they're not gonna come back for 6, 7, 8, 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So just speaking on that end right there, man, if there was anything I could do to help people understand, like, hey, as an organization, and I'm gonna be as blunt as possible, because everybody tell me I need to be, but I'm gonna be as blunt as possible. I mean, we don't want your money, man. We just want you to participate. I
Yeah,
can pay my own bills.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But the biggest thing is when you want to invest in your son or your daughter's future, the easiest way to do that is to pay less and not pay more. You know what I'm saying? I'm using stock market. You don't put $100 into the stock market. You put like $5 or $10 in and watch it grow.
Yeah.
And so the main thing is what we do is we try to give you what you want, but try to give it to you at a lower price only because, you know what I'm saying, we can give you more than what you realize. You know what I'm saying? So like the showcase, people get on me all the time, man. I've been doing the showcase for a minute and we charging $10 to $20. And the young people are getting food, you know what I'm saying, exposure, shirts, and so on and so forth. And everybody looking at me like, man, you are losing your mind. But I ask them all the time, like, okay, if I charge a young person 50, 60, $70, I'm saying, what am I paying for? You know what I'm saying? What am I charging them that much money for? What is it for? And so I just Durant summed it up the best, man. This isn't a one-man show, you know what I'm saying? This isn't a two-man show, three-man show, whatever. It's a lot of hands involved in this. And come to March 29th, I mean, a lot of people are going to see all the hats that are involved. And one thing about me, and I put it out there, man, one thing about me is a lot of people think they know me, but you don't. You know what I'm saying? They just see that I coach at Fern Creek and they don't want their kid to, because I'm on the call right now, I'm the only high school coach.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are reluctant or hesitant to send their kid to a showcase or put them on a bus tour because I guess the recruiting issue that you have here in Kentucky is like, hey, if he helps out a kid at Manual or Butler or Mayo or Ballard, he's gonna steal that kid. Man, I don't want that kid, man. I
Yeah.
don't know that kid.
Yeah.
He ain't come from me. He's not gonna benefit me as far as becoming a better person. You know what I'm saying? I can help that kid at Mayo from wherever I'm at. I can be in the Bahamas. I can be in California. Cell phones and the internet and everything like that work the same way no matter where you at. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate
It's no
that
hidden agenda. It ain't no hidden agenda.
not at all. Like I don't even like the guys right here, and I'm gonna start rambling, but the guys right here and the people that know me, especially, and I give a huge shout out to Coach Josh Abel at Fern Creek, um, because you know, so we had a chit chat, and I was very very transparent with him about my passion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, "Oh, you for real?" I'm like, Coach,
Right.
yeah, this is what I do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I don't care who the kid is, and I don't care what their talent level is. I'm going to promote that young person as if they're the number one prospect in the country, whether people believe it or not, because all he needs is an opportunity.
Yeah.
After that, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much okay. That's a great job. But one thing I don't do, and again, I get beat on about this. One thing I never do, like most people, I would never pound my chest to help because I helped a young person get into school. Like you can ask these two gentlemen right here, like we crack and joke each other with and saying when it comes down to the phone calls I get, you know what I'm saying, that we get in January, February, March, when it's like, hey, coach, can you help me get into school? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, yeah, it's cool. And then all of a sudden, that kid gets into college, you know what I'm saying, becomes better, whatever. And I'm sitting here still eating my sandwich and my chips, watching TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh yeah, I did that. Like, no, what's the
Yeah.
point of you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not a knock on anybody else because they do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what you if that's the reason why you're helping out a young person, then you're in it for the wrong reasons. That's not your kid. You know what I'm saying? You should be promoting your son or your daughter way harder. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I use Los as an example, then I'll yield the floor. Like last year, you know what I'm saying? we sat down and talked about the whole soccer aspect. And so here's a guy right here that's well connected, you know what I'm saying, in the SEC and throughout the country, whatever. But he gave me a call like, hey man, can you help me, you know what I'm saying, get some stuff done using your platform? I was like, oh man, no problem. What
Yeah.
you need me to do?
Yeah.
Hey man, can you make this phone call? Can you send this email? Like, yeah, just give me the materials.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. It's not about, oh well, hold on, man, hold on. I really don't deal with that sport. Well,
Yeah.
hold on. I don't know that kid.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not like that. And it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, that here, you know what I'm saying, it's like that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, maybe one day, and I'll say this because it's on record, maybe one day, you know what I'm saying, some grown men in the state can put their pride to the side and really help out the kids in the state instead of helping out the kids in their program.
Ooh.
You know what I'm
Woo!
saying?
Shit. On the Market Wheel Show. Y'all heard
You know what I'm
Coach?
saying? Nah, it's
Oh,
just it's just the
Coach.
fact that like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and Carlos come from one of the top programs in the state of Ohio. Truth be told, you know what I'm saying? You look at the record books and everything like that, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know for a fact if I go home and I sit down with a coach in Cleveland, Akron, Youngstown, Nordonia, whatever,
Yeah.
it's all about breaking bread. Down here it's a little bit different and it's unfair to the youth. It really, really is. Because you're not
Woo!
hurting
Yay!
yourself. You're hurting the kids. And
Damn, you can't
so
be hitting the grand slam on the show like that, man.
nah, man, it's just more so like,
Nah,
hey, man, like
but you
my
speak,
mom put it in me, so it is what it is.
you
Yes,
speaking the
he.
truth.
Yes, he
You
is.
speaking the truth.
Yes,
You
he
know
Without
what
is.
I'm saying? So like, so to yield the floor, man, to promote the showcase. Hey, if you don't know anything about the showcase going at K State, or you think you might know what's going on in the showcase at K State, man, you need to be there from 5 to 8:30 because we're gonna put on a nice thing for these young people, man, and we're gonna step back and let them do their thing because it ain't about us. You know what I'm saying? We did the hard work already by going to school and proving that we can play ball. Now it's time to to pass baton to these young people and put them on a better platform than we was on. You know what I'm saying? We all right here in this call, we all played with some of the best players in the country when we was in high school. You know what I'm saying? So we know what it's like to compete. So it's our job, truthfully, it's our job to help these young people in the state, you know what I'm saying, have that same feeling. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you might not have it in practice, but we're gonna help you find out, you know what I'm saying, what it's like to compete against some of the best in the country. And so
real quick,
there it is.
here before La Quinta Farmer, he gave y'all a shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
my guy. I play with Coont when I was at K State. So yeah.
Man, that's a mailboy. Yes, sir.
That's my guy, 100%. But yeah, man, again, the showcase going on at K State, you know what I'm saying, March 29th, 5 to 8:30.
Give them the
And
price how they can sign up or do whatever.
so the price as of right now, you know what I'm saying, is $20. This is gonna be funny right here because some people ain't gonna like it, but it is what it
Oh,
is. So the price is $20 right now. You know what I'm saying? It goes up on Saturday to $35, but I guarantee you, according to my watch, it's Wednesday, you know what I'm saying, March 17th. 9 times out of 10, you won't have a ticket on Saturday.
Damn.
Our cap is at 300 student athletes. Right now, we probably got like 15, 16 spots left.
We might have to. Mark Will gonna have to drive up on, man.
Yeah.
We might have to go out and see y'all, man. For real.
Man, look, all you gotta do is let us know, man. You got the information. All you do is let us know. We get you a field pass, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Because the main thing about it is,
yeah,
and I gotta let my man speak. But the main thing about it is, you know what I'm saying? It's same thing we talked about as far as the kids seeing things the adults do too. So
yeah,
we ain't shunning anybody to come see this action because, truthfully, we need your help. We don't coach these kids.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't coach one kid at Male. I don't coach one kid at St. X, Trinity, none of these schools. So the main thing about it is, and again, I'm going to do my due diligence.
Yeah.
The coaches at those schools, Losa know what I'm about to do. The coaches at their schools, you know what I'm saying? Again, slides of pride to the side a little bit, man. Come help out these
Yeah.
kids.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. Because I'm at everybody looks down at the Iroquoises, at the Senecas, at those schools like that. But those guys trying to help out a little bit. So the big boys, you know what I'm saying, since y'all got all this knowledge, man, come on and share with these young people. Because they coming from all over.
That's
Come
it.
share with them because they need it just as bad as your guys do on your team. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Carlos, what you got for us? Because the other two, them man, I'm sweating and shit. The hell's going on here?
I mean, y'all gotta understand, man, that Ryan and Durant and myself, we passionate about what we're doing, and
We
we
got
want
to.
to make sure we gotta make sure these student athletes understand uh, what it takes and what they have to go through to make sure the process is done the right way. My biggest thing, and Ryan knows we talk about this every day. The competition is gonna be fierce, so come show us with all the training you did in the off season, see if it pays off. Because
I
if
love
y'all come out, y'all gonna see some big time players coming from up north, and they bringing the heat. So we want to see all the top level competition. But the biggest thing for us that's gonna benefit these kids is every media that you could possibly want to help you out with the recruit process is gonna be in the building. So it's no more excuses. No more I got slept on.
it.
Where am
Yeah.
I at? Everything's gonna be right there in front, front and center for you to showcase your skills. And what we're gonna do is sit back and you know, facilitate, make sure everything's going smooth,
Yeah.
and watch football on a Monday afternoon and on a college campus. That's the biggest thing. We're doing this on a college campus.
Thank you.
First time ever on this college campus to bring, a good amount of kids out there to showcase their skills and play football. So, and it's in your backyard. So it's no more like right now. There's no more excuses, man.
Right.
It's in the state of Kentucky. You ain't got to travel as far. You spend, like you said, Ryan said, spend $20. You get some food, get a T-shirt, and some real competition in front of the media. What else? What else can you ask for? There's nothing better than that. So I look forward to it. As everybody say, get your popcorn and get ready. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something to see.
believe me, man, like people have no clue what the guest list looks like as far as student athletes coming down here. People really don't. I mean, you might see it on social media as far as us talking trash and
Yeah.
joking and things like that, but the 300 young men that are going to be at this showcase are probably going to be some of the top in the Midwest. You know what I mean? So if you ain't got nothing going on that Monday evening,
Hey, I'm great. Hey, look, I'm going to hit you. I'm
Whoever's
going to
talking.
inbox you. Look, we talking way up there. We better drive up to Franklin, man. We got that for real.
it ain't no big that man because you got like Lo said, and I got
Yeah.
this little pun in there, man. One thing people don't understand is too is it's a huge privilege for these young people because they'll be the first to actually go on that new turf at Kentucky State University.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? K State had a commencement, had a graduation last winter, last fall or whatnot. Then the football team went out there for a little bit and ran around. But we in 2021, ain't nobody been on that field.
That's
So
right.
these young people are gonna be the first to be on that football field. You know what I'm saying? And they may not think it's a great thing, it's a privilege or whatever. But when you were the first, like you gotta understand, like that's huge. And so selfishly as an alum, I'm jealous. You know what I'm saying? Because I joke with the people on social media today, and I joke with everybody else. Like these young people gonna be wearing my school colors, and I'm not. That's how much it means to me. And when we had the meeting
Right.
as far as setting it up, I
Right.
told them like, dude, we're gonna put these kids in green and gold, and that's it. Nobody else gonna wear green and gold, just because you know what I'm saying. It means so much to me to have them feel what I felt when I was at K State. You know what I'm saying? What it's like to run out of that locker room, what it's like to be on that football field, so on and so forth. I mean, everybody has that pride in the university they went to and played
That's
for.
right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So with us being at K-State, you know what I'm saying, the goal is to help them understand, like, hey, man, you can play ball here too, no matter what people think. You know what I'm saying? All you need is an opportunity, but I'm going to try to put that thoroughbred pride into the day, and
Yeah.
we gonna have some fun out there and compete. But the main thing, truthfully, is, you know what I'm saying, just let them understand, like, hey, man, this is in your backyard. No
Yeah.
more excuses. No more reason why you can't do something. No more thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you can't be recruited. No more thinking anything little of yourself. Never again. Pay the $20, come out there, compete,
Yeah.
learn football, go back home, and whatever you messed up on, man, you practice it.
Work
And
on
then
it.
you
Work
wait,
on it.
yeah. Then you wait till we had a next showcase. And so then the next time we out there watching you run around, you should be better. And if you ain't, then we're gonna have another one. If you
Yeah.
ain't learning that time, then we don't know what to do with you.
Yeah.
But no, we not gonna stop, you know what I'm saying, giving these young people those opportunities, because truth be told, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have them. You
True.
know what I mean? So the main thing is, you know what I'm saying, how can you help the youth out by doing the same thing that you did when you was growing up?
True.
You gotta do something different. Like Durant said, you know what I'm saying, you either gonna get with the times or get lost in them. You know what I'm saying? Football camps wasn't that prevalent when we were growing up. Yeah, they were going on, but they wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, how they are now.
I'm
So
think Carlos now is about the same age, or something like that. Because I mean, you graduated high school when, Carlos?
91.
Okay, so you 1 year older than me. Yeah, so that I mean, it was like only certain select things. This right here, that's why I tell my nephews and all that kind of shit. This right here, take advantage of it, man. Take
yeah, man.
advantage of this situation, man. This is great shit right
Yeah.
here.
My
We had to do this stuff
son is
like this in practice.
right now. My son's listening to the show right now. He'll be a junior next year at PIP, and he plays football for them. So he's soaking everything in. After this go off, he's gonna be asking to go up there.
Well,
he
all
gonna
I
be.
know
It's
is
it's a
Coach Montgomery. I'm gonna be inboxing you shortly anyway, because
Yeah,
definitely
most
for real.
definitely.
If y'all got anything else to say, because I'm gonna tell you what, if you don't, I like to end it right now, because right now.
Hold on.
Go
Let me
ahead,
say
go
one
ahead,
more
go
thing.
ahead.
Though. Let
Go
me say
ahead.
one more thing.
You good?
We failed to mention that because of Coach Durant,
Okay.
this showcase can be live streamed.
oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
coaches might not be there in presence, but coaches can be watching.
Okay.
So this is a big time job interview for anybody that wants a shot or opportunity
Film. Shit's
to
on
become one of
film.
the coaches.
Shit's on film. Yes.
Yeah. So it's not just your basic typical showcase, man. Like I said, you gotta understand, you got three guys right here on the line. You got another 4 or 5 people that have pretty much poured everything they got in them into this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? For the past, man, what is this? March? I don't even, man, since last July when we finished up the last one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We went right into planning the next one. You know what I'm saying? Only because we if nobody else is gonna do it, we're gonna find a way to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like I like
You right here?
the very first showcase, you know what I'm saying, somebody told me that it wasn't gonna happen. And the first thing I told them was sit back and watch. And it's not because I wanted to pound my chest, but the main thing is you can't tell me that these young people in the city don't need an opportunity to showcase their skills. I don't
Right.
care what the day is. So
Right.
um, it just evolved from there, and then it just pretty much like aligned
Thank
interest
you.
and and people being like, man, you know what, you got a good thing going. Let's keep it going. Like, and I tell people all the time, it ain't about let's keep it going. It's gonna go without you or with you. It
Yeah.
don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we just want the kids to come out there and represent their school, represent their families, man, and that's it. And we don't, like I said, all the I said one more again because I know everybody's, you know what I'm saying. The people watching this been texting me and saying, man, finally you said it, so I'm gonna say it one more again. The biggest thing, and Los already know, the biggest thing is, man, you know what I'm saying. We not trying to take your kids from your program. You know what I'm saying. The only way your program is gonna get better if your kids get better.
So,
So the only way your kids get better is they compete. And then the one thing I'll say, this little tidbit is, and I know I keep saying it, but there's a lot of people that train. And I joke with Los about this. There's a lot of people that train but don't compete. But one people to forget about is when you got a boxer, because everybody knows about boxing. Everybody. One thing people forget about boxers is they train and train and train. but they also spar before they go actually go into the fight.
Yep.
Sir.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So are they out there beating on or getting beat on by somebody that's equal as them or better than them. So when you sitting there, you talking about, man, coach, I don't know if I want to go do that. Why not? Because that person may be lower than you. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, but competition is competition.
Competition.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I
Competition.
mean, when we was younger, you know what I'm saying, I used to chase around my little brother, you know what I'm saying, chase around my little sister, chase around the little kids in the neighborhood working on fake quickness.
Yep.
What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? So, I hopefully one of these days soon, man, the young people in the city will like pretty much not keep listening to the people that tell them that they need to sit back and just chill, or they need to sit back and be humble, anything like that. Like you can be humble, but you can also be a humble monster as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm probably one of the quietest dudes you'll see on the football field. But between the white lines, I ain't got no friends. I don't care nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's in practice, in the game, so on and so forth. And somehow, some way, young people have lost that competition, that competitive edge a little bit
Saying.
because they want to pick and choose who they want to go to battle with. Man, I don't care who it is. You can put my little brother in front of me. I'm gonna try to
On.
dog him,
It's on.
and then I'm gonna go home and you know what I'm saying, give him something to eat. But it just you know what I'm saying. I joke with Durant about it too. You know what I'm saying. He a big time linebacker, dude. Big time linebacker. I tell him, put the cleats on, bro. 1-on-1. I'm gonna dog you. All that Big East and everything like that. You know what
Ah!
I'm saying? all that U of L, it don't matter. No,
Ah!
but no, the main thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, like it's in an era right now, where competition is seen as stars. You know what I'm saying? Competition is seen as what school you go to. Nah, dude. If you in Ohio or in Florida, competition is whoever show up to the park.
Thank you. You
Mm-hmm.
right.
Competition is whoever show up in the streets. Like I don't even care who it is. Like put whoever in front of me, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go to battle for however long we can both survive. And so um, I just said that tidbit because if people are watching, man, stop doing that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Stop doing that because you need reps. That's the only way you'll find out if you
Yeah.
get better is by having reps, man. No matter what the situation is, and you know we trying to give you some valuable reps. And the showcase, I know I'm going, but truth be told, man, the showcase is supposed to be centered around the Kentuckiana area, and that's supposed to be centered around Ohio, Michigan, Missouri, Tennessee, and other places where these people, young people, are coming from. But the main thing is, if the kids in Kentucky don't want it, somebody gonna want it.
Yeah.
Somebody want that work, and they willing to drive 5 hours just to compete for 2.5, 3 hours. That should show you right there, man. Them kids don't care what it is.
Oh. Oh. You
Just put me on
absolutely.
the field. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's my little rant right there. Hey, come
Hey,
out compete, man.
first of all, look, we want to thank you guys for coming on here.
Yeah.
Big time. I mean,
Absolutely.
this right here, hey, what you guys are doing, you guys are always welcome on the show. Anytime y'all want to promote something, come on here, talk, shoot the shit, whatever y'all want to do. Definitely that, man, because we need more leaders in the community. You see what I'm saying? So always welcome on the show. And so we salute you guys big time. And like we're gonna go ahead and still keep on pumping whatever flyer, whatever thing y'all promote we need to be
Yeah.
done, we're gonna do that regardless. We just I mean, and that's the thing about like that's what we trying to do on Wednesday, get back to communication. Not like we on her, I'm a former athlete and everything, Marcus too. I love sports. I'm watching other people do shit. I can do that too. I can talk my stuff and
Right.
whatever. That's cool. I know my stuff too. But if I have an opportunity, we have an opportunity to have other people on here to tell their stories, to tell what they're doing, to help the community. Hey man, that's what we're about, without a doubt. So we want to thank you
Absolutely.
guys for coming on the show. 100.
Yeah, we
Appreciate
definitely gonna
it, man.
need everybody, man, and tune to turn the tide, bro. The outfits or the apparel will be 828 apparel. Bryson Johnson told me to shout that out. Y'all, him and his wife Connie say y'all good people. Y'all
Bryson,
made, you know what I
wait a minute,
mean.
hold on. Did you
Yeah,
say Bryson? Nah, you wait a minute. You
yeah.
tell Bryson we gotta go out of state to get our stuff. And
Right.
hold on. And his sister's married to my cousin. So yeah, tell him. I'll let your boy.
Me and Bryson, man, we partners on that apparel team.
Okay,
So you know,
well, I'm hollering at you too.
I can take, I can. So I'll make sure we get that delivered. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But you know, from that, you know, Chan Nelson, I don't know if you guys know him, you know, like I mentioned him, he owns Back That Barbecue, brand new restaurant being renovated right now in the South End, Beachmont. He provided last year the food, you know, for the kids afterwards. You know, everything, man. You know, it's community. You know, and it's gonna take the state to grow the state. You know, so man, we gonna need it all. Like Coach said, man, we need everybody to participate in helping, you know, turn the tide and cultivate. You know what I mean? The soil that we growing here.
Good stuff. Well, look, like I
Absolutely.
said, thank you guys.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
gonna hit you up, Coach, because yeah, we're gonna be up or something because I got to see this.
That's
Yeah.
no
I'm
problem,
ready to
man.
play.
Hey,
I ain't
like I
played
said, man.
20 something years.
All you got,
Y'all got
all
me
you gotta do is,
hyped. You know what I'm saying?
all you gotta do is let me know, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I got you.
Like
I
for real, like
got you.
like we said it again, man. We need all the support from the community because this is y'all. We not from here.
Yeah, exactly.
This is y'all soil. These is y'all kids. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Y'all. So we trying to help y'all out, but at the same time, we beyond need help from the community. You know what I'm saying? In all kind of ways, just to
Yeah.
make this thing happen. You know what I mean? Because we here.
Yeah.
We here. We gonna roll with or without, but it'd be a whole lot easier with though.
You know
Yep.
that's right. You know
Right.
that's right.
Right.
Yeah. And shout out to Coach Farmer. You said Coach Farmer earlier, Lakuta, man. He got me out here. You know, he gave me my first coaching job. You know, he took, you know, he gave my first coaching job at Ballard, and I've been going with it ever since. You know what I mean? So shout out to him, man. What he's about to.
Well, like I said, thank you guys. Y'all always welcome to come back on the show, man.
Yes, sir.
God bless y'all, man.
Appreciate
Appreciate
it,
y'all, man.
man.
All right, gentlemen.
Appreciate
That'd
y'all.
be cool.
All right.
Another banger, man. What we
Another
do?
one.
What we always do,
Another one.
man. I mean,
Well, it looked like we might be taking a ride up up the street.
yeah, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So I hope everybody enjoyed that one for
Yes,
real, for real.
Yes, sir.
You know, y'all know how we do.
This stuff.
We do bangers, don't we?
Another one.
Dang, it's so long. So hey, thank you guys for joining. Peace out. They don't even want us to go, man.
They want us
They
to
don't wanna
leave?
go.
What they doing?